All right, YouTube. In my last video, I talked about not getting my Super Duty, and as you can clearly see, I got it. It's in my driveway, and I absolutely love this truck. But getting it from the local rail yard turned out to be a challenge. I'm going to tell you what I did to get my truck and what might work for you too. So, my truck was built back in May. It shipped out at the end of May, and it arrived at the Kent, Washington rail yard at the beginning of June. And I was supposed to have it on June 9th. Well, starting on June 9th, and just about every couple of days from June 9th to basically the 20th or so of June, my truck kept getting pushed back. 3 days, 3 days, 4 days, 3 days. And I eventually found out that the truck was on a factory hold for a chip reprogram that it needed. And they were going to, at one point, send it all the way from Kent, Washington, all the way back to the Kentucky truck plant for that reprogram, which was a 30-minute job. So what I would do is just almost every morning I would call the Ford marketing department and just get an update on what their status showed for the truck, because they can tell you exactly where the vehicle is, and they can tell you if there's a plant hold and what that plant hold is typically for. My dealership wasn't the greatest at keeping me up to date, but I found that Ford marketing was. Well, around the 20th or so of June, I got pretty frustrated with the fact that this truck had been delayed 5 or 6 times. It kept getting pushed back. So I reached out to everybody at Ford in the C-suite and on the board of directors that I could find email addresses for. The Ford email is not hard to guess. Basic Googles, you can figure out what their email addresses are, and Ford emails will bounce back to you if you have the wrong one, so you know if you got the right one. So I ended up getting about 20 good email addresses for senior leadership at Ford, as well as on the board of directors. And so I sent my first email and didn't hear anything back. A couple days later, called Ford marketing, and truck delivery had been pushed back yet another week. So I sent a follow-up email to all of those same executives at Ford with basically the updated status that this truck was still stuck in this rail yard. It needed a 30-minute repair from the dealership, and basically explaining that I didn't understand how screwed up things could be that they couldn't get it together to get this truck to the dealership to get it fixed. And I got a response. I got a response from a member of the Ford board of directors. He said he was going to be looking into it, and that he was on it. He was going to take care of it. So a couple days later, truck got pushed again. I sent out a third email to Ford. I got an email back from that same guy. He said, yep, I'm still working on it. And then I got an email from, or I actually got an email and a phone call from a lady with the Ford executive offices. And what she said was that my emails had been widely received within Ford leadership, that they were working on it, and that I was going to be her primary point of contact until the situation got fixed, which was great. Although I will say that she wasn't going to continue to be my primary contact. I was still going to keep emailing everybody, because clearly it was getting attention, and that was what I wanted, was somebody to break loose this logjam and get my truck to the dealership so I could take delivery. They eventually, within a couple of days, got me to the director of North America Vehicle Distribution, and he was able to get the plant to release the hold, and he lined up a vehicle, a transport truck, and my truck got to the dealership on July 2nd, and I took delivery on that day. So super happy to get the truck. I was frustrated that I had to go to the lengths that I did to get it going. I know Ford is working on trying to streamline operations, and clearly they need to, because it was kind of crazy that this truck sat for a month, and nobody was trying to solve that problem until I really started making a lot of noise. So I thought that was done. I thought I was good. All was said and done. Truck was in my driveway. I've towed horse trailers with it. It's great. Absolutely love the truck. And on July 20th, I had just boarded a plane where family was going on vacation, and I got a phone call from Detroit. And it was my point of contact, the lady who had called me, 3-4 weeks earlier, saying that I was going to be her point of contact. She wanted to know what was going on with my truck. Did I get it? Was I happy? And I said, yeah, everything's great. It's exactly the truck that I ordered. It's the truck that I want. I love it. I couldn't be happier with the vehicle. And then she gave me a 5-year maintenance plan for the truck. Ford comped it to me for my troubles, which I thought was outstanding. It has shown up on my Ford Pass app as there, which is great. Totally unexpected, not something that I asked for, but also I'm not going to complain about it either. So anyhow, that's what I did to get my truck unstuck. Might work for other folks out there that are having the same problem. So anyhow, I'll do a review of the truck here soon enough, but take care, and please like and subscribe.